Time now on ITV1 for the final Good Morning Britain of 2025.
Good morning, Britain. Braced for one of the busiest nights of the year. Ambulance crews urge revellers to celebrate New Year's Eve safely as London's officials expect an emergency call every 10 seconds.
Would you go to A&E with a sore throat, cough or sniffle? Well, A&E departments report being flooded with patients suffering from really minor complaints. So should those who turn up with non-urgent problems be charged a fee? We're debating that after 7.
Engineers have worked through the night to fix a power fault in the Channel Tunnel, disrupting tens of thousands of New Year's Eve journeys, with those poor passengers warned of further delays and cancellations today.
And this is almost your last chance to pledge your time and help end loneliness. Can we boost the total number of minutes donated to this year's 1 Million Minutes campaign? Every minute matters.
We're kicking off New Year's Eve with the spaceman himself. Sam Ryder live brings his trademark positivity and feel-good energy into the studio as we count down to 2026. And the big freeze is coming, with frost, ice and snow set to welcome in the new year. The weather and so much more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Wednesday, 31st of December, 2025. Live from Television Centre in London. This is Good Morning Britain with Ranvir Singh and Richard Madeley.
A very good morning to you. Welcome to our New Year's Eve show. It's going to be a lovely one today.
This is it? This is the last one?
This is our last
3
one
hours
of the year. Yeah, it's good to have you with us. Now, look, if you're out and about this evening, our main news this morning is that ambulance services across the country are going to be facing one of their busiest nights of the year, as, of course, we all prepare to welcome in 2026. A 999 call will be received every 10 seconds between 1 and 2 a.m. in London, where extra staff will be on shift to cope with 2,000 additional calls overnight.
Well, that comes as the government says that an extra 500 ambulances, it's going to cost more than £75 million, are being rolled out, literally, across England. Ministers say that they will strengthen the frontline response to health emergencies over this coming winter.
I'm too old for a night out these days.
I can't remember the last midnight that I celebrated on New Year's Eve. It makes me such an old, it has been, but it's just too much.
It is, but look, good on you if you are going out and about tonight. That's our top story, of course. Coming up with us, we're going to be discussing all the day's news, having a quick look back at this year politically and indeed predictions for the future with former Tory Chancellor Kwasi Kwarteng and the author Nels Abbey.
We should say, by the way, if you are going out tonight, if you're going clubbing or going to a bar, we've got a really good practical guide on how to stop your drink being spiked. That's coming up a bit later in the show.
That's right, yes, good point. Marveen is here with all the rest of the day's news.
Thanks, Ranvir. Thanks, Richard. Good morning. We're staying with health because millions of people are turning up at A&E departments in England with minor ailments, including hiccups, blocked noses and coughs. The latest NHS figures suggest emergency departments are being swamped with patients who should be seen elsewhere. Well, Lorna Shattuck's with me here in the studio. Lorna, good morning to you. So there's been a really big rise in the number of people heading to A&E with minor complaints, haven't there? Oh, thanks very much, Julia. It sounds like a great night in Edinburgh tonight. Oh, wish it could be there.
Well, we've already confessed that we'll be tucked up and snoring. Yes. What about you? You're going to be
I'm going to try and stay the course. I'm going to have a nap at lunchtime.
Right, OK.
She's definitely in the pub tonight.
Oh, lovely.
Just get to midnight and then...
Yeah, exactly.
We're all so old, aren't we? I'm going to have a nap at lunchtime.
Still got the fight in us.
Have a little
still
sleep.
A few pints.
Do you know the funny? I've never been a New Year's Eve person.
I'm Christmas. I pushed the boat out
really
Christmas.
Odd,
New Year.
Yeah. Well, listen, if you are going out and about, or if you're staying cosy at home, Ruth has got all the weather for you. We were just hearing there from Juliet that she thinks that the weather feels quite good for fireworks and so on.
I think that Hognamnay might just get away with it. It's going to be close. It's calm and quiet there right up until midnight, and then from midnight onwards, that's where things change.
And will you be up?
I'm with you. I'm a sort of a Christmas, but no New Year's Eve. I'd rather just sort of sleep through it and then wake up to the new year.
All right.
But actually, if you are heading out and about tonight, my advice would be wrap up. It's minus 8.6 in Scotland at the moment, which gives you some sort of idea as to how cold it is. And it's going to get colder. Here are the details.
Whatever the weather, it always feels like home. Valent Boilers and Heat Pumps sponsor Good Morning Britain National Weather.
I don't think we can say this enough, can we? If you are heading out and about tonight, tomorrow, and in fact for the next few days, wrap up because the big chill is coming. Now, it's cold out there at the moment, as I said, but it is going to get colder as the jet stream sinks further southwards, allowing wrap up and keep warm. For the weather where you are in detail, go to itv.com/weather.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right, still to come on Good Morning Britain, A&E under siege from people with, get this, hiccups and ingrown toenails. This is according to health bosses as hospitals brace for one of the busiest winters on record. So, we're asking this morning, do you think that those who turn up at A&E with truly non-urgent problems should pay a fee? Or is that an unfair punishment for patients who frankly say, well, we tried to get into the doctor, we couldn't get an appointment, so what else were we supposed to do? We've had this cough for 8 weeks, I'm worried. Go to A&E. But, over in Ireland, our producer this morning is Irish, and she said that actually she's been paying €100.
100 euros in Ireland if you go to A&E.
If you go to A&E without a GP referral. That's the key here. So we're going to be debating that. If you go to A&E without a GP referral, should you pay a fee? Let us know what you think. We're debating that after 7.
And talking of health emergencies, as we were saying earlier, if you're going out to a club or a bar or something tonight, watch out for your drink being spiked. We've got practical tips on how to stop that happening, OK? That's coming up later. It's 6:20 now, so let's get the news, the travel and the weather wherever you're watching. Back shortly.
Hello, I'm Faye Barker with the Good Morning Britain headlines in London. Primrose Hill, usually a popular spot to watch the New Year's Eve fireworks, is closed today and tonight, and restrictions are in place ahead of tonight's celebrations. Definitely worth wrapping up warm if you're out and about for the fireworks later, but that's the latest in London so far. We'll have an update after 7. Now it's back to Ranvir and Richard.
Right, still to come on Good Morning Britain, former Love Islander Sharon Gaffka, a friend of the show really. She's been on here a lot. She's a great campaigner, and today she's here with her message about people drinking out tonight to be aware of spiking. So Sharon was spiked 5 years ago and has been campaigning ever since, making it her mission to ease the kind of shame that victims often feel around spiking, because you basically look like you're really drunk when you've only had 1 or 2 drinks. We're speaking to her after 8. She's got some practical tips, as you say.
Yep, absolutely. Yep. And in a couple of minutes, we'll be asking this. Who's had the best year in the world of politics? As some politicians deliver their New Year's messages a trifle early, we look at the moments that defined 2025. Who was in, who was out? Who will do well next year? We're discussing that and the rest of the day's stories with the author, Nell Zabi, and the former Tory Chancellor, Kwasi Kwarteng, and their predictions for 2026. That's all after the break. You're watching Good Morning Britain.
Right, almost 6:30. Welcome back. Let's take a look at the front pages for you. Well, the Daily Mirror says that the mother of the British boxer Anthony Joshua is by his side in hospital as he recovers from that horrific car crash in Nigeria, which has killed 2 of his closest friends.
OK, we're joined now by the author Nell Zabi and the former Conservative Chancellor, Kwasi Kwarteng.
Good morning.
Before we look back over the last 12 months, let's do a bit of crystal ball gazing. Okay. Predictions, 3 apiece for 2026. Kwasi.
OK, firstly, I think...
thank you.
She's British.
Thank
well,
you
that's
both.
what we're discussing.
She is British. British. You, me,
right.
all of us around this table,
Listen,
please. Yeah.
We're going to talk about happy things. Thank you so much to both of you. Happy New Year.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right, this morning, the BT Tower, let me tell you, has been lit up just for us today. You can't even get a bit closer to it, don't we? But what you can see there is that it's listing our 1 million minutes campaign, reminding us that every minute matters. Over the past 10 years, you've helped us raise more than 1 billion minutes, which is incredible. We're both leaning in. You probably at home got a better view of what it says on there. I can't quite. 172 million minutes.
Well, look, through the show today, we're going to be looking back on some of the standout moments of this campaign, and we've had a lot. And joining us now is Colette, who was part of our 1 million minutes anti-loneliness bus in December 23 and has been volunteering with our charity partner, Home Start, for the last 3 years. It's a privilege to have you here. Good morning, and thank you for everything you've done.
Yes.
Looking back, what's been for you the most personally rewarding part of all of this involvement?
It can.
All right.
Well done,
Lovely
Colette.
to see you. Thanks so much for coming all the way down here.
Thank you.
Good to talk to you.
Yeah.
And our cameras will stay trained on the BT Tower as we hopefully tick up towards that magic number. There it is.
Right.
But first of all,
competition time.
It is competition time, and Andy Peters has all the details for you. Andy.
Whatever the weather, it always feels like home. Valent Boilers and Heat Pumps sponsor Good Morning Britain National Weather.
Hello there, welcome to New Year's Eve here on Good Morning Britain. Whatever you have planned for tonight, my advice would be to wrap up because temperatures look set to plummet as we wake to tomorrow.
For the weather where you are in detail, go to itv.com/weather.
Good morning, Britain. Brace for one of the busiest nights of the year. Ambulance crews are urging revellers to celebrate New Year's Eve safely as London officials expect an emergency call every 10 seconds.
Talking of emergencies, would you go to A&E for a sore throat or a cough or just a little sniffle? Well, A&E departments report that they are being flooded with patients suffering from extremely minor complaints. So should people who turn up with a genuinely non-urgent problem be charged a fee? We're debating that very soon.
Engineers have worked through the night to fix a power fault in the Channel Tunnel, disrupting tens of thousands of New Year's Eve journeys. Those poor passengers warned of further delays and cancellations today.
And as we've been saying, this is almost your last chance to pledge your time and help end someone's loneliness. Can we boost our total number of minutes donated to this year's 1 Million Minutes campaign? BT Tower is lit up just for us all through the show this morning, reminding us that every minute matters.
Wonderful stuff. We are kicking off New Year's Eve with the spaceman himself. The brilliant Sam Ryder brings his trademark positivity and feel-good energy and his great hair, I hope, into the studio as we count down to 2026.
Wednesday, 31st of December, 2025. Live from Television Centre in London. This is Good Morning Britain with Ranvir Singh and Richard Madeley.
All right, welcome to our New Year's.
Susanna will be very disappointed that she's not doing this show today.
She is an enormous Sam Ryder
fan
of
Sam
Ryder. She's coming in a bit later on, actually.
Is that why she's coming in?
Yes, well, who knows? Right, it is 2 minutes past 7. Welcome to the show if you've just joined us. Now, New Year's Eve, of course, and ambulance services this morning are telling us that they're going to be facing one of their busiest nights of the year as we all prepare to welcome in 2026. Now, a 999 call will be received every 10 seconds between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. in London, where extra staff will be on shift to cope with the additional 2,000 calls overnight.
So that's tonight. Meanwhile, the government, on a much kind of a longer-term thing, is promising an extra 500 ambulances, costing more than £75 million altogether, to be rolled out across England in the new year. Ministers say that they will strengthen the frontline response to health emergencies across this winter. Well, our political correspondent, Louisa James, is at an ambulance station in central London for us this morning. Hi again, Louisa. The government is saying that this is genuinely the biggest upgrade to the NHS ambulance fleet that we've seen in years. But is it enough? Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Louisa. That's our top story. Here's Marvin with the rest of the day's news.
Thanks, Ranvir. Thanks, Richard. Good morning. Meanwhile, millions of people are turning up at A&E departments in England with minor ailments, including hiccups, blocked noses and coughs. The latest NHS figures suggest emergency departments are being swamped with patients who should be seen elsewhere. And Lorna Shattuck's with me this morning to talk about this. Lorna, there's been a really big rise in this happening, hasn't there?
Yeah, that's...
Oh, good advice, Juliet. Thanks very much. It sounds like it is going to be brilliant tonight in Edinburgh. Very envious.
Yes, super.
Do you know what, Marv? You're the only person I can find in this entire outfit who's staying up tonight.
Really?
I suppose it's because we all get up so damn early. You know? Let's have a show of hands in the crew. Anybody on the crew?
Yeah, the crew are young and vibrant people.
One. Yeah, one hand.
Yeah,
One
okay,
hand.
lovely.
Oh, my goodness.
It's because we get up at 2 in the morning.
We do the first footing, so my husband takes, the coal and the whiskey and all that. So, yeah, we have to stay up.
Right, let me just tell you that with our 1 million minutes campaign this year, you are doing brilliantly. Thank you so much. We're almost at 175 million minutes donated for our 2025 campaign. You've still got a few hours to do it. The QR code is there in the corner. That's the BT Tower, lit up beautifully to highlight our campaign, especially today, our final day of it. And let me just tell you, over the last 10 years, you've donated 1 billion minutes. We've already heard from one of the many of you who have given your time and support. And Colette was on the show a while ago. She's still volunteering for Home Start 3 years later.
Changed her life.
The charities available to you are Alzheimer's Research UK, Home Start UK, Re-Engage, Royal Voluntary Service, the Chatty Cafe scheme, which is lovely, the Trussell Trust, of course, which do food banks, and one of my favourites is Winston's Wish, which is a young person's grief charity. And for someone, I lost my dad when I was very young, and the idea of having someone on the end of a phone to talk to as a child would have been quite remarkable. So those are the charities that you can volunteer for. Please do it. The QR code is right there.
And thank you if you've already done it.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of it through the show today to celebrate. Yeah.
All right, it's 18 minutes past 7 o'clock. We're going to get the news, the travel and the weather where you are, and then we're back. What are we talking about when we come back?
We're going to be talking about whether
A&E.
you should have a fee if you go to A&E with just hiccups, a cold or a sore throat.
Yep.
Should actually you be charged a fee or turned away? That's what we're going to be debating.
Now let's get the news, travel and weather where you are.
Hello, I'm Faye Barker with the Good Morning Britain headlines in London. Primrose Hill, usually a popular spot to watch the New Year's Eve fireworks, is closed today and tonight, and restrictions are in place ahead of tonight's celebrations. That is the latest in London. It's been a real pleasure bringing you the news from in and around the capital over the years. I'll see you soon, but now it's back to Ranvir and Richard.
Right, still to come, hiccups, earaches, sore throats, minor ailments really, but these are some of the conditions that millions of people have gone to A&E with. Now, hospitals, of course, bracing for one of the busiest winters on record. So should we now start charging patients a fee, maybe 50 quid, something quite significant, I suppose, like £50 would work, to stop people going to A&E for non-urgent problems?
The problem is that seemingly trivial symptoms can sometimes be a sign of something more serious, like meningitis or sepsis. I mean, there is that issue to talk about. We'll discuss it in a couple of seconds. Do get in touch. Tell us what you think. You already are, actually.
Lots of already you are, yeah. Lots of you agree, funnily enough. Yeah, that you should
so
be
we'll be
charged.
debating that next. You're watching Good Morning Britain on ITV1. At 26 past 7, new figures, as we've been saying this morning, show that millions of people are going to A&E for really minor illnesses over the past 5 years. We've had so many messages about this from you. Duncan on Facebook says, well, what do you expect? Since COVID, you don't get to see doctors face-to-face anymore. All you get is a receptionist or making phone call appointments. Well, the problem is these figures are evidence that pressure is really being piled on already overstretched NHS hospitals and, of course, services. It is clearly an extremely complicated argument, but we've had it. Thank you very much indeed both of you for joining us.
Good, and thank you to you,
it's
Thorin, as well.
7:34, still to come. 1 million minutes award winner Ben Pennycook who started a club in school to promote self-esteem and reduce social isolation. It went mega. He tells us how he's continuing his love of volunteering, even though he's gone to university.
Absolutely wonderful. Look, so far you've pledged to over 175 million minutes to the campaign this year, but I think we can hit 200 million by the end of the show. We've got an hour and a half. If you go up to the QR code and you just click on it now with your camera, you will get up a list of the charities that you can volunteer at. There's Alzheimer's UK, there's charities to do with young people feeling grief, there's isolation, Home Start, all sorts of things. And also there's a button where you can say, I'm not sure which charity, let me decide later. So don't feel like you have to decide straight away, but you can give your pledge right now.
Switch the camera on the phone, put it up, there we go, that way, put it up against the code, and it will all come up. Just like that. It's really quick.
There you go. Right, do it now. Right, now here's the weather with Ruth.
Whatever the weather, it always feels like home. Valent Boilers and Heat Pumps sponsor Good Morning Britain National Weather.
Hello there, very good morning to you. Cold, very much the order of things out there through today. Bitterly cold, in fact, that's probably the best way of putting it, with showers pushing into parts of Scotland a little bit later as well. That's how your weather is looking. There is plenty more still to come here this New Year's Eve on Good Morning Britain. We'll see you after the break.
Right, so much more to come. Look at that. That is our BT Tower. It's showing 107. Oh, that's great. 177 million. It was 175 a couple of minutes ago.
Really
so
bouncing.
you are doing the business this morning. It's, of course, we're celebrating 1 million minutes campaign. We are pledging to end loneliness. We've been doing it for 10 years. We want this to be our biggest year ever. So you can scan the QR code now and get right involved.
Make a difference. Now, Ben Pennycook, he was our 2023 1 million minutes Young Loneliness Champion, and Io Wakego was our 2019, that long ago, special recognition winner. We're going to talk to them in a couple of seconds because they've got really good stories to tell. But first, let's have a little look back at a decade of 1 million minutes.
Supporting
well, the Million Minutes campaign has spread its tentacles globally because of you. Thank you so much, Ben.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Stuff. Yeah, so we want to get to 200 million minutes by the end of the show if we can. There's the QR code. Do exactly what Richard just showed you, and you could become like Ben and Oeo here, finding purpose in your life, which would be wonderful for 2026.
OK, it's coming up to 10:02. That means it's competition time again. You could win a huge amount of tax-free cash if your numbers come up, as it were. Here's Andy. Yeah, good luck. Fingers crossed.
Right, still to come, Melvin O'Doom is here talking us through the movies that are available to us. Where are you? There you are.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good to see you guys. As we say, bon voyage to 2025. I've got a look at a new film set to hit the big screen in the new year. Plus, Richard Arnold got to speak to the judges for the new series of The Masked Singer. That's all happening after the break. You are watching Good Morning Britain.
It's 5 to 8. Now, what is rarer than hen's teeth on Good Morning Britain this morning? It's somebody who's actually staying up tonight until midnight. And here's another one.
I've never heard that term before.
The only other person who's staying up apart from Marvin.
The streak.
Really? Are you guys not going out on that?
We were up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah. Sorry about that. I'm off tomorrow. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh, you're off.
Yeah, I'm
Well, you're
relaxing.
partying tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to be with my mates, just eating good food and relaxing, chilling.
Good stuff. So what have you got for us today in our final entertainment news of 2025?
It's a great one. So we're kicking off New Year's Eve early today with the long-anticipated return of The Masked Singer.
Margot Robbie in this massive hit.
He's a great actor, though.
Yes,
fine.
fantastic.
Oh, he's fantastic.
Young lad.
Well, have a great New Year.
Have a great New Year,
See you in
guys.
2026.
If you change your mind, you want to party with me, let me know.
OK. It ain't going to happen, buddy.
I'll take mine.
Let's see what the weather's going to do for you, wherever you are.
Whatever the weather, it always feels like home. Valent Boilers and Heat Pumps sponsor Good Morning Britain National Weather.
Well, no partying for me tonight. I've seen the weather, and the weather is looking really rather chilly. So as far as your New Year's Eve is concerned, well, I did say chilly, bitterly cold. There are so many ways of putting it, but you can see it is really going to feel quite wintry out there.
For the weather where you are in detail, go to itv.com/weather.
Wednesday, 31st of December, 2025. Live from Television Centre in London. This is Good Morning Britain with Ranvir Singh and Richard Madeley.
Right, welcome back to the show. 3 minutes past 8. Our main news: ambulance services across the country are facing one of their busiest nights of the year as the country prepares to welcome in 2026. A 999 call will be received every 10 seconds between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. in London, where extra staff are going to be on shift to cope with I think it's 2,000 additional calls they get overnight.
Meanwhile, the government says that an extra 500 ambulances, costing more than £75 million between them, are going to be rolled out, literally, across England over the coming few months. Ministers say that they will strengthen frontline responses to health emergencies this winter. Well, our political correspondent, Louisa James, is at an ambulance station in central London for us all morning for us this morning. Hi again, Louisa. As I say, the government says this is the biggest upgrade to the whole NHS ambulance fleet in recent years. But obviously the question is it big enough? Well said.
Louisa, and Happy New Year to you too. You are our stellar political reporter all year, out there in the cold, making sense of all the confusion that we often feel every morning. So thanks to you.
All off the top of her head, no water cue for her.
She's a brilliant one. Thank you so much, Louisa. Right, that is our top story. Another brilliant one. Marvin is here with the rest of the day's news.
Thank you.
Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. Millions of people are turning up at A&E departments in England with minor ailments, including hiccups, blocked noses and coughs. The latest NHS figures suggest emergency departments are being swamped with patients who should be seen elsewhere.
Well, yes, the numbers for the last 5 years do show a marked increase in people turning up with pretty small-scale problems. You can see here, in the last 5 years, A&E staff dealt with 1.9 million headaches, around 1.2 million sore throats, and 4,000 people sought help for hiccups. We spoke to one A&E doctor who puts it down to a scarcity of GP appointments, but also people Googling their symptoms and panicking. Now, GPs want better signposting towards things like the NHS 111 helpline and pharmacists, but they still say, do go to A&E if you really do think it is the right place for you.
Work has continued overnight to fix a power problem in the Channel Tunnel, which disrupted the travel plans of tens of thousands of people. The tunnel partially reopened last night, allowing some Eurostar and Le Shuttle services to resume, but passengers have been warned further delays and cancellations can be expected today. Animal charities are warning of a welfare crisis this winter. On Christmas Day, 6 kittens were dumped in an alleyway in Hull. Animal welfare groups say the number of pets being abandoned has reached the highest point in 6 years.
Yeah, awful, Marvin, to think of animals being abandoned at any time, but it feels particularly cruel and harsh around the festive period. Cats Protection say they had around 1,400 cats brought in between Christmas Eve and Boxing Day alone, many of them abandoned, like Claus here, who was brought in just before Christmas, 4-month-old kitten who thankfully was rescued, and he'll be ready to be rehomed in just a few weeks' time to fill someone's life with happiness. Lovely little fella.
Oh, great news. And tens of thousands of revellers from across the world will be attending Edinburgh's famous Hognamnay street party tonight, which culminates in the traditional firework display above Edinburgh Castle at midnight. Last year's event had to be cancelled because of bad weather.
Well, it is certainly very chilly here this morning, Maureen. Even the castle has been bathed in an icy blue light. But the good news is it is dry, it is calm. The conditions at the moment look pretty much perfect for tonight's spectacular fireworks display. And of course, the 60,000 people who have travelled to Edinburgh, the home of Hognamnay, to take part in the celebrations. But for partygoers up and down the country who are enjoying themselves outdoors at midnight tonight, well, the advice really is to wrap up warm.
Great advice, Juliet. Wishing everyone who's going well. Have a good time. And that's it. You are up to date. For more news from where you live, head to the ITV and STV websites and click on your local area. Now, here's the weather where you are.
Chloraleaf sponsors the local weather on Good Morning Britain.
Hello there. Very good morning to you. Fairly cold to start first operations tonight. Bye-bye.
Right, let's go to our cameras outside the iconic BT Tower in the centre of London. As you can see, it's lit up to celebrate our 1 million minutes campaign, encouraging you to pledge your time to help to end loneliness. Well, so far, almost 190 million minutes have been pledged. You know, I think we might actually get to our target by the end of the programme to 200 million. Will we hit it by the end of the show? Got to tell you guys, it's up to you.
Yeah, well, we've had
Completely in
lots
your
of
control.
brilliant volunteers on the show already who have encouraged you, and we've got 2 more now. We've got Heather Bryson, our 1 million minutes young loneliness winner back in 2022, when she was just 9 then, and brilliant Javino McLean, who I know you know. He's our community volunteer winner in 2023 and also Pride of Britain winner this year, and all-round good man.
Congratulations on Pride of Britain.
Yeah,
Thank you,
wonderful
guys.
stuff.
Thank you.
Well, it's lovely to have you both in on New Year's Eve to celebrate our 1 million minutes campaign, and I hope we'll get to 200 million, and the QR code is just there where Javino is now. Heather, you started in COVID, didn't you, as a 9-year-old girl wanting to help people in care homes. What was it that you did then as a voluntary sort of thing that you wanted to help them with?
If you're in a good mood, it's good news. Bad mood, don't want to know.
Right, OK, so as we say, scan the QR code right there. OK, now...
no, you can go to the website.
Oh, you can go to the website.
Just roll back, please, so we can give you the website.
Yeah, you can go to the website.
There we go. It's itv.com/1 million minutes. You can pledge your time that way as well. That will register too.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, still to come. Right, former Love Islander turned campaigner Sharon Gaffka on the dangers of drink spiking ahead of New Year's Eve celebrations. Sharon herself was spiked back in 2020, and she's made it her mission to help other victims. We've got a really interesting, practical way to do it as well, to protect yourself when you're out there. Tonight, speaking to her after the break.
It's a really little simple device. But at 18 minutes, nearly 90 minutes past 8 o'clock, it's competition time again, and is back with the details. Now then, the Love Island star and now women's safety campaigner, Sharon Gaffka, is warning people to be vigilant of drink spikers tonight, New Year's Eve, after her own terrifying experience of spiking back in 2020.
Well, here are some of the facts. Nearly 1 million adults believe that they have had their drinks spiked in the last year. But only 1 in 4 of those who said they thought they were spiked actually reported the incident to the police.
Nearly 4 in 10 believe that the police, if they did go to them, simply wouldn't take any action. Well, Sharon Gaffka joins us now alongside Detective Chief Inspector Gemma Badat, who is safeguarding lead for spiking at Hertfordshire Constabulary and encouraging people, yes, to report incidents of spiking as soon as they can.
And it's interesting that there is a lead for spiking. I mean, it just shows, you know, I didn't know there was such a role in the police force, funnily enough. You know.
Absolutely.
Just remind us what happened to you back in 2020. Yeah.
Good. Well, you definitely would have
you'll
given
do jail time.
food for thought for everybody watching today, and that's a great tip. Thank you so much to both of you. I hope they do roll that out. They look like cheap and effective ways to do it. Yeah.
Great idea.
Thank you.
Happy
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Drink safe.
Yeah, thank
and
you.
we'll go out there too. Drink safe tonight. Now then, still to come. Susanna Reid's favourite, that's why she's coming in. Sam Ryder is here as we start the countdown to the new year. We're talking to him after the break. Jesus Christ Superstar we're looking at there.
Absolutely.
He's got the part.
So much to talk about. He's right up after this. You're watching Good Morning Britain.
If I was an astronaut, I'd speak to satellites.
Well, our friends at the BT Tower have done us proud this morning. They've lit it up for us since we came on air. A whopping, how much does it say? Can you read that?
I can't see from here. 197 million
197
Well,
million.
we are very close to our 200 million mark. I wonder whether we can get to 210 million. Because if you went to the QR code now, you heard from all our volunteers today, and you know what this is about. It gives you purpose. There are many, many charities, Alzheimer's UK, there's things about young people facing grief. You can do a chatty cafe scheme, which is a lovely thing. You just go into cafes and chat to lonely people. So you will find purpose for 2026. If you go on the QR code, get your phone out, and we can get, I think we can get to 210. Because if we got to 210, it would be our biggest year of 1 million minutes ever, and we've been doing it for 10 years. So please help us do that.
We've got 25 minutes or so to go.
Right.
Fingers crossed. Right, 8:37, are going to kick off New Year's Eve celebrations early with the spaceman himself, Sam Ryder. Well, he's brought really good vibes and fabulous hair into the studio as we count down to 2026.
Absolutely. Tomorrow he's going to be wowing the crowds in the London New Year's Day parade. Later he'll be making, not later in the day, later in the year, he's going to be making his West End debut. This is so exciting. You have brought your phone with you into the studio, which we don't normally allow, obviously, but you brought it in for a very good reason, because you are supporting our 1 million minutes campaign. And do you want to show us, you've got the QR code.
I'm going to show the viewers how to do it. Let's get 210 million.
Absolutely. So I think that you've got to get up and go to that screen there. So go on, Sam.
Right. Am I in the right spot?
You're all right. Yeah.
All you got to do. Face ID.
Don't put your passcode in on live telly. Let's not do that.
This is actually the ITV phone.
Go a little bit closer to it.
I'm going to get my one out, Aaron.
OK. It's live telly. It's got to happen.
Aeroplane mode. You picked the most technological.
Well, we're over 200 million. Whatever you're doing, Sam, or not doing, it's working.
It's 1, 2, 3, 2.
Oh my word!
I love that. Right, here we go. We're back on.
Look, when you get onto the QR code,
accept all the cookies. I don't know what cookies are. Accept them.
You're in it now. Well done.
Then you're here.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, well
and we're at 200, over 200 million now.
Yeah.
10 million to go. Peace.
All right. Happy New Year, mate.
It was absolutely worth the wait. Thank you so much, Sam, and good luck. Good luck tomorrow.
Mate. Thank you so much,
that
guys.
happened to me last year. I couldn't get it to work. It's so embarrassing.
And this is the last day in this building for you guys.
It is, yeah.
They said I can take a souvenir, and I've noticed that there's a hairbrush.
He's going to take
down
the
here.
hairbrush.
And this could belong to any one of us here on this.
You're allowed.
It's the Good Morning Britain hairbrush. Peace.
Right, let's take a look at the weather. Here's Ruth.
Whatever the weather, it always feels like home. Valent Boilers and Heat Pumps sponsor Good Morning Britain National Weather.
Technology is great when it works, isn't it? Hopefully I'll have better luck with the graphics. Welcome to New Year's Eve here on Good Morning Britain. If you're heading out and about, my advice would be to wrap up. It is bitterly cold out there. It is going to stay bitterly cold through the course of the day. Quiet though elsewhere, dry but bitterly cold throughout.
For the weather where you are in detail, go to itv.com/weather.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think it's a case of wrap up warm tonight, isn't it, if you're going out. Now then, over the last 10 years, as we keep telling you, because we're so proud of you, you've raised more than 1 billion minutes for our 1 million minutes campaign, aimed at, as you know, tackling loneliness. And it's all thanks to you at home. It's you who've pledged your time and volunteered by the community sometimes.
Now, in just a few moments, we're going to be revealing how many minutes have been raised this year. And of course, you can do it whilst you're listening to us. There is the QR code. But first, we are joined by the wonderful poet, Hussein Munawa, who appeared on our 1 million minutes campaign, Hussein, back in 2020, didn't you?
Yep. I did.
And your life has changed since then. You tell us a bit about what's been happening with you.
Yeah. In the subconscious.
Absolutely brilliant. Now, look, we are at 209. Thank you. Oh, my goodness, it's just gone up again. 209 million. We've got a few minutes left. I think we can get to 210 million.
You've been saying that all morning.
Yeah, we're almost there. Look, we have been doing this for 10 years. We can see the total number of minutes raised with our Million Minutes campaign. It's going up and up. And we have reached 210 million. We have done 210 million. Well done. That is indeed our most successful year ever on 1 million minutes for our decade anniversary. Wow.
And
it keeps going up.
Prove it. And it'll go beyond that. That is amazing.
Wonderful.
Thank you
Well,
so
that
much.
is incredibly moving. Hussein, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wonderful stuff.
As we were saying, it is our final show of 2025 with the best team on television here. And it's the last one in the studio as we make a move to a new home for the next year.
Look, Good Morning Britain returns on Monday, the 5th of January. We hope to see you then. But before we go, we both and everybody here, all the presenting team who you see every day, we want to say, oh gosh, I'm going to tear up. I want to say a huge heartfelt thank you to every person who works on this show, because you are amazing. And particularly, can I just say to Phil Ramsden, who's my news editor, who is retiring today after nearly 20 years at ITV. One of the best, and indeed one of many of the best.
Yeah,
we wish you all a very happy new year to you at home, and stay safe.
Have a great new year. We will see you on Monday, January the 5th.
Yes,
in our
bright
new
and
home.
early. Right, lots of love.
Just once again, thank you to our team.
Thank you to everybody
You're
who's
wonderful.
been part of our 1 Million Minutes campaign. Thank you to our volunteers. Well done.